Our theme for today is taking time for your children.
Cafes let you air your problems out. They make you look at how you're keeping your kids safe from the inside out.
It's like a support group, but it's not. It's something completely different.
We want you to come in and say, hey, this hard life has been happening, but guess what? Just for a moment, if it's 3 hours, we're gonna give you a change in a sense of a love that you have never felt before.
I have rheumatoid and osteoarthritis. I already was diagnosed at 19 with scoliosis, which basically deals with every aspect of your body. It's hard to move. It's very painful. It's hard sometimes just to want to wake up and deal with anybody. But you have to get up, you have to smile, you have to get your children washed and dressed and take them to school. You have to feed them. It's just a lot to really deal with, you know, now being a single parent. So it's hard, period. And with me having 2 teenagers and a 7-year-old, sometimes the energy, I just don't have it. I want it in a case, a pump. I was curious about the Parent Cafe when I first heard about it because I said, there's finally somewhere that's going to treat me right, that's going to take care of me. The awesome support system that I get from the cafes, it made me understand that even with me standing alone, I'm really not.
During the time when I had my 6th child, I definitely knew that I needed help. I mean, I might have had a lot of kids, but I've always been a good parent. It just seemed like I needed a support. I needed to know what support looked like. When my co-worker initially came out to the house, she did a visit with me and my children. She made Parent Cafe one of my goals. I was reluctant because I had went to parenting classes. She said it wasn't a parenting class. It was a way for parents to discuss issues that they're having with their children and feed off of other parents. My first initial Parent Cafe was here at Strawberry Mansion. I lived on 18th and Diamond. I walked. I wouldn't say that's a far walk, but with babies and in the summertime and my shoe had broken on my way there. It was just a lot. Seemed like it was trying to fight me from going. I actually wanted to turn around a few times. I was very upset and frustrated when I got here. I was really pissed off.
Shadina was a unique situation. She walked in the door. I felt her energy and I said, all right, what's the problem?
Nadia, you know, she swooped right in like she was a bald eagle sitting up on top and seen a mouse. And she like swooped right in and was like, no, I got you, you're gonna be fine.
I told her, listen, we love you. We don't want you to feel any kind of way, any kind of strain in being a parent. Just be here, be present. And if you can do that, we'll take care of everything else.
It felt like I was getting a break for a little while.
Parenting is just tough. No matter how you spend it, our job is to be supportive. Our job is to, try to connect you to what would help you. Remove that barrier that's keeping your family from being the family that you would want your family to be. The Parent Cafes are facilitated through our various community umbrella agencies that are spread out across the city. Community-based interventions are our commitment, that we put services in your respective community, making them convenient, and we believe by doing that, you build a healthy family. Healthy families build healthy children. Healthy children build healthy communities.
It was very smart for DHS to come up with the Parent Cafes and get the coolers involved, because you could tell that one agency couldn't do it by themselves. But having that combined entity, DHS, then you go to KUA, and then you go to a Parent Cafe, perfect. It makes sense.
The Parent Cafe is not for DHS families only. It's for people who are parents, that's it, or people who want to learn how to become a better parent or be a better aunt, a better uncle, or even a better person.
This is our welcome table.
Oh, so you wanted three
So
this way?
we're gonna have the cafe.
I spend a lot of time making sure that the atmosphere for every Parent Cafe is unique and special, and it's an experience like no other. In the full cafe process, we want to make sure that we have a caterer who fully prepares a full meal.
Well, you can start serving it.
We have family-style eating in the beginning of the cafe.
Roll cornbread.
Oh, no. Come on. Thank you.
Everything. No, I'm playing. Just give me.
Then we have full child care, so the parents are able to talk amongst themselves. And we make sure that we have gifts, make sure you have tokens, everything that you can probably think that's something that's going to prevent you from coming, we're going to remove every barrier.
Our theme for today is taking care of your children, taking time for your children.
We introduce the theme, whatever our topic is, and then we go into the protective factors that connect with that different theme. And we have just group conversations from that.
So the foundation of each one of our cafes are 5 protective factors. So they are the core steps of different things that we can do to keep the family circle together. The main one that always stands out, of course, is resilience. Resilience meaning that we go through things. Life happens, but do you break like a tree branch or do you bend?
Come on, let's clean up, Daria.
Sometimes resilience is cleaning your house. When you work all day, you don't want to come home and clean up after a 2-year-old. But the fact that you do is a part of your resilience.
Because you guys dropped. I love you too, Zoe.
At my initial first cafe, it showed me that I was resilient. I was beating myself up for everything I had ever done in life at that point because, you know, you go through postpartum, you start to think about, oh, well, why I made this decision? Why do I have all these kids? I wish I didn't have them. Oh, this, that, and the third. I was resilient. I had a good quality in me that I didn't know that I had.
A lot of families, they have a lot of things that they've been holding back on for a long time. And to be able to be in a place where it's safe and comfortable and you have other people who have gone through the same experiences or something similar. Families learn so much about themselves, but they also learn that I'm not doing this alone or somebody has the same story that I have.
Even in our worst states, with little snot bubbles and looking crazy, we have to love up on each other. Somebody's gonna look at your situation and say, oh my God, through her strength, I can make it. And that's why I attend the parent cafes, because in my weakened state, I didn't see that I was being stronger for someone else, that I was helping someone else get through the worst times of their life.
Sometimes you need help and you won't ask for it. You won't ask for it, or you don't think you need it. You think you can do everything yourself, and you're like falling apart, you know, by the seams.
That means basically no judgment, positive. You can't tell that person one thing.
If you attend 3 or more of the parent cafes, now they want you to be on board. They want you to be involved.
We ask at the end of each cafe, would you like to be more active or more engaged in the process?
As I went along in life, my son began to get older.
Each of our parent leaders have an opportunity to be a cafe host. And if that's what they desire to do, they do it.
Parent Cafe made leaders. Melissa, Joe, Tarina, Christine, they were all in my first cafe. Now we run our cafes. And we are parent leaders.
At the end of the day, we're just parents trying to build up the family and strengthen the world.
We put our heart into loving the families who are in this community, and that parent cafe means everything to us, and we know that it will mean everything to them once they're part of the environment.
I'm so much happier now because I'm finally doing something for me. Thinking of like getting a home and just, I want my children to have something, and if my health takes over, I want them to be able to say, Mommy tried to give us the best even in the worst situation.
I'm not the same person that I was when I walked in my first cafe. I'm a completely different lady. I'm a million miles away from that girl, and I'm growing every day.
If you're ever thinking about going to a parent cafe, do it. It's so much love. If you're looking for real friends, we're here for you.